Hey, welcome back to the Life Coach Launchpad. My name's BJ, and I'm here every week talking to you about all the online business things that, as it turns out, need to happen in order to have a successful life coaching business. I'm a business coach. I love to help life coaches make more money, get more clients, have more fun, and to do what they love to do, what they're meant to do, and that's coaching. So, let's dive right in. The Pomodoro Method is for the situation where you have a big set of tasks and you have a bit of time, like a long period of time to get it all done, like an hour or more. When you're in that situation, it can feel overwhelming and like it just feels impossible to get it all done. You don't know where to start. It just feels like a swampy mess of work. The Pomodoro Method helps you break it down, which is a theme that I'm often talking about. I find that I'm often helping clients and myself break down big projects down into doable amounts of work, which is what this method is. So here's how to use this simple time management technique. Number one, there's 5 steps. Number one is choose a task. Pick one task specifically to work on. 2, set a timer. Use a timer. A lot of times when you hear information about the Pomodoro Method, it talks about 25 minutes. It's 25 minutes to focus solely on that task. Number 3 is work without distractions. During that time, avoid all interruptions. No emails, no phone calls, no multitasking. Number 4 is, and then you take a break. When the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break, set another timer for 5 minutes to recharge, stretch, grab water, or step outside. Number 5 is repeat. So after completing 4 Pomodoro sessions, which is about 2 hours, you take a longer break of about 15 to 30 minutes. This method is great for breaking work into manageable chunks. The Pomodoro Method helps you make steady progress. I think it makes getting started easier too. The whole point of making the steady progress is that it helps our brains work against the Parkinson's law, which says that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. In other words, if you give yourself all day to finish a task, it will take all day, even if it could have been done in a couple of hours. This principle often explains why we procrastinate or spend too much time on tasks that don't need it. We've all seen it in ourselves, seen it in others, and especially our kids, if that applies to you. Let's take kids as an example. They may have a week to write a 1-page assignment, and they will definitely make it take the whole week. There's some outlining, there's some procrastinating, there's some talking about it, and then finally, doing it all happens on the night before it's due. When in reality, the whole process could have been compressed down to that one evening. But that would sound cruel if a teacher assigned a piece of homework that is due the next day, at least at the elementary age that my kids are at. In your coaching business, it could be creating your content. If you give yourself all week, or maybe it's just all day to get it done, that's exactly how long it will take. Instead, use time blocking. Use the Pomodoro Method to break down the time blocks if you need to. But don't let Parkinson's law unintentionally lead you to scheduling all week to do it and then getting it done right before the deadline. In addition to it not being very efficient, it doesn't feel good. It feels great when you have this time block on your calendar and you get it done in that time block. That feels good. Everything I've said about the Pomodoro Method and Parkinson's law is true. I know because I've used the Pomodoro Method to counter Parkinson's law, but honestly, I don't normally use this exact technique. Many people that I talk to who say this doesn't work for them will say something along the lines of that they have too many interruptions or have too many scheduled meetings, client sessions, consults, whatever it is. And those are very understandable. The Pomodoro Method is great for you when you have a big set of tasks in an hour or more to get it done. My wife and I use this with our kids all the time. I mean, like multiple times per week. If they have what feels like a lot of homework, they get overwhelmed quickly. We'll say to pick something, the most urgent or most important task, and work on it for 20 minutes. And that seems to be enough to be able to get them to get started. After multiple sessions, often over multiple days of doing this, they're able to get it all done. So they go from being totally overwhelmed to, in a very controlled manner, getting the work done at a steady progress. So the 25 minutes that you'll often hear associated with the method, it is arbitrary. I mean, I'm sure it's based off of some research, but in my experience, I don't really feel the difference between 15 minutes and 35 minutes. Eventually, my brain does start to feel a little fuzzy, but 25 minutes is a great place to start. Use what works best for you, for the type of work that you have and how much time you have to do it. I have used the timer on my phone to keep track of the work and then break time. But honestly, that approach, like I said, it never really stuck for me in the way I structure my week. I do actually have several days per week that are very open-ended, so which you would think would be perfect for the Pomodoro method. I do have a set of tasks that need to get done and most of the day to get it done. But I've actually found a slightly different way of getting the work done. You won't be surprised to hear that I put in a time block on my calendar for each task. While I'm doing each task, I drink water. Eventually, I have to get up and go to the bathroom. That triggers my break. While I'm upstairs, I get more water. And over time, I realized that I unintentionally modified the Pomodoro method. It's not based around a timer. It's just based on how long I go between bathroom breaks. I really don't have to think about it at all. It just kind of happens. I get my work done, I take a break. I get my work done, I take a break. And obviously, it's very natural when that break happens. When I realized I was doing this, I thought that this could be a risky strategy. Maybe I would take more bathroom breaks because that was the trigger for me taking a break. But I'm happy to report that did not happen. So sometimes I am taking a break in the middle of a time block, and sometimes I'm breaking in between blocks. Both work for me. Overall, knowing that I do have a break coming up is enough to soothe my brain, calm me down, and allow me to keep working. That's really it. This is a super simple method. I feel like I made it even simpler. I don't know if anyone's going to be writing a case study on how I'm doing this anytime soon, but it works really well for me, and it helps me stay hydrated. Win-win. That's it for today. If you want help figuring out how to get set up to do your best work every day, you can set up a free mini session on my website, bjbutler.com.